Welcome to online learning prepared by foreign teachers in grade 6 Anuban Chandleri School. This video recording is for educational purposes only. Okay, again, I would like to welcome you to our 14th lesson. Okay, so this is now our 14th lesson. I am your speaker for this afternoon. Again, my name is Teacher Edward. I hope you are familiar with me by now. So,
okay,
who can tell me what did we study last time?
Can I say goodbye to you for now? Goodbye, everybody.
Who can tell me what did we study last time?
Okay, very good. You can
Yes,
prepare
igneous
yourself for
rocks.
the next
How
day
does
lesson.
igneous rocks are formed? Can you tell me? How does an igneous rock form? They are formed from where?
By magma or lava.
Okay, they are formed from magma or lava. Okay, so what are the uses of igneous rocks? Can you tell me what are the uses of igneous rocks? Obsidian, granite.
Obsidian used to make jewelry.
Okay, jewelries. It can be used as a knife, right? It can be used as a knife. What else? Other rocks like granite. Where do we use granite?
Make a house.
Okay, make a house. It can be floor tiles as well, countertops, and many more. Okay. So, these are the vocabulary words that we learned last time. Magma, intrusive igneous rock, extrusive igneous rock, jewelry, lava, volcanic eruption, basalt, pumice, and granite, and the last one is obsidian. Well, can anybody tell me what is the meaning or what is the difference between an intrusive igneous rock and extrusive igneous rock? Can you tell me the difference? What is the difference between intrusive igneous rock and extrusive igneous rock? Anybody will, if you want to answer, you can answer. Are they the same? Intrusive and extrusive igneous rocks, are they the same? What do you think? Anybody? Oh, do you want me to call your names, Lo? Are you sure? So if nobody will answer, this is very simple. What is the difference between an intrusive igneous rock and extrusive igneous rock? I thought we're done studying this. And I think I'm correct when I said that we're done studying this. Jirayu, what do you think is the difference between an intrusive and extrusive igneous rock? Yes, Natawat.
The intrusive rock is made in a volcano, but extrusive rock is come out from the volcano and become rock.
Okay, so thank you, Natawat. So in simple words, we can say that an intrusive igneous rock is made from magma, and the extrusive igneous rock is made from lava, right? Is that correct? Yeah, magma and lava. Thank you, Natawat. Next, so our topic for this afternoon is what we call sedimentary rocks. This is the number 2. Huh? I think you know already that there are 3 types of rocks. The first one is an igneous rock, and now we are now in number 2. So let's study now sedimentary rocks. So what is a sedimentary rock? What are examples of a sedimentary rock? how does a sedimentary rock form, and what are the uses of sedimentary rock? Okay, so for us to ready our minds, let's watch this video.
The Sedimentary Serenade in E-flat minor.
Tiny little sediments float downstream till they drop. Other little sediments form more layers on top. So if you've seen some layered rocks and wondered how on earth we got them, it happened when the top layers squashed down the layers on the bottom. Layers that are very buried down there are sedimentary rocks. Sandstone is a common type of sedimentary rock. Limestone is another one. You have one if you have a piece of chalk. Shale is my favorite rock. Just thinking of it puts me in a trance. Coal is fossil fuel. It's made up of some really ancient plants. Layers that are very buried down there are sedimentary rocks. I'd really like to talk about those little things called fossils for a minute. But you'll have to ask your teacher, 'cause I'm beat and my heart just isn't in it. The layers that are very buried down there are sedimentary. Oh, so sedimentary. Sedimentary.
Okay, so what are the words that are new to you while that you listened from this song? Any words that are new to you? Nataya, have you heard of any words that is brand new to you? Na? Jenipa, are there any new words that you've listened to from the song?
Sandstone.
Sandstone, okay. What else? Don Rapon, what about Don Rapon? Do you have any new words that you've listened to?
Shale.
Shale, okay. What else? Napichaya, do you have any? None, okay. So, what about Satawit? Supakrit, have you any words that you have listened to the song? Are there any? None? Okay. So, well, there are words here that will be part of our discussion for this afternoon. I have here, I think, 10 words. So at this moment in time, I request all of you to please unmute yourselves, turn on your microphone, and let's read this together. Okay. Number 1, sediments.
Sediments.
Number 2, deposition.
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 Number 3, weathering.
Weathering.
Number 4, erosion.
Erosion.
Compaction.
Compaction.
Fossils.
Fossils.
Rock strata.
Rock strata.
I will repeat. Rock strata.
Rock
strata.
Number 8, construction.
Construction.
Number 9, limestone.
Limestone.
Number 10, shale.
Shale.
Okay. So may I request all of you now to please turn off your microphone. Thank you. So at this moment in time, we're going to study all these words by its meaning. Okay, one by one. So the first word here we have sediments. Sediments. Jirayu, can you read the definition of sediments?
Matter that settle to the bottom of liquid dregs.
Okay, so these are the sediments, the little materials. It might be a sand, it might be a soil, it might be anything that will be, broken down into pieces, and this will go down at the bottom of the ocean, bottom of the bodies of water like lake, and then these sediments will become hard after thousands of years or millions of years. Then these sediments will become a rock. Okay, so it might be from like a mud, or it can be little pieces of rocks, anything. Okay, it can be considered sediments. Thank you, Jirayu. What about satawit? Satawit, can you read the definition of the word deposition?
The action of depositing something.
Okay, so this is like we deposit. For example, we try to deposit money. Okay, so when we try to deposit money, we put the money in the bank. Okay, and the same thing here. Because of rain, because of wind, because of some natural forces like the heat of the sun, these sediments will actually go into the bottom of the ocean, and it will be deposited there. Okay, so there will be a deposition happening beneath the seabed. Okay, and that is the word deposition means. Next is weathering. Dunraporn, can you read the definition of weathering?
The process of wearing being worn by long exposure to the atmosphere.
Okay, so it can be like this. If, for example, there is a rock, so there are different types of weathering. So I will explain first the biological weathering, the one that you can see here in the video. So here, there is a rock, but there was a tree that grows from where the rock is. So what happens to the rock is that it is uh, broken down into pieces because of a rock. Okay, so for example, one student, for example, Nataya, will play a rock, and then she will break a rock, and then okay, so that can be considered as well as biological weathering, the impact that the plants and animals do, and that's why the rock, a big rock, will become into a smaller rock. Okay, another weathering is chemical weathering. Have you heard of the word acid rain? Do you know what is an acid rain?
Yes.
How do you say acid rain in Thai?
Control.
Okay, so this acid rain uh, has a very big impact as well for the rocks. What will happen? What do you think will happen if the rocks will be exposed to an acid rain? Okay, so if there is an acid rain, the rocks, there might be some chemical changes as well. Okay, during the acid rain. Okay, so those are types of weathering. Anyway, we're going to explain that one later on. The next word here is erosion. Okay, erosion, may I request Jinipa to read?
The process of eroding or being eroded by wind, water, or other natural Again.
Agents. Okay. So the process
Agent.
of, thank you, the process of eroding or being eroded by wind, water, and other natural agents. So this is the erosion process. Look at this. Look at this rock right there. Okay. So the rock, it's like there's a lot of rocks right here, but because of the waves in the ocean, because of the wind, and maybe because of sunlight, look at what happened. Okay, it was eroded. Okay, so it is uh, ongoing. We cannot have any control about this erosion process in the nature. Okay, so the same thing happens in the rocks as well. Okay, they have erosions. The next word here is compaction. May I ask someone else here to Parinia, may I request you to please read the definition of compaction? The exertion, go.
The exertion of force on something so that it becomes more dense.
Okay, so it is the, look at this. If these things, I will stop sharing. Look at the sedimentary rocks right there. Okay, when this happen, these sediments will be covered by another sediments. Of course, what will happen? What will happen to the sediments that is underneath? What will happen if these sediments underneath will be, will what is this? Will be, there will be a force that will be exerted on it. Okay, so it becomes, what will happen? It will becomes harder and harder and harder, and that is why at the end of what is this? At the end of maybe what is this, millions of years, then it becomes a rock. So that is the process how the sedimentary rocks are formed because of compacting or compaction and cementing as well. Okay, so the next word here is the fossils. Fossils are the remains or impression of prehistoric organisms preserved in a petrified form or as a mold cast in a rock. Okay, so you can see here a T-Rex. Is this a T-Rex? Yeah. So when the T-Rex died, its bones go down to the deep part of the soil, and maybe there's an earthquake or something, and then it became a mountain, and there, uh, archaeologists or geologists found a rock or that contains the bone of the T-Rex. So that is the bone of the T-Rex is what we call fossils. Okay, so let's proceed to the word strata. Strata means the different layers of a rock. Okay, I think I need to show you a picture of a rock strata. This is a very common picture that we can see all around us. Look at this. Look at this. Check this out. So you can see here that there are different colors of the rock. It means these rocks are sedimentary rocks because it has this rock strata or layers of rocks. Okay, and it is formed because of the cementation and compacting of these rocks. So that is strata is a plural form of the word stratum. Okay, so we call it rock stratum if it's only one, but based on a definition it says layers, so we use the word strata. Okay, a layer or series of layers of a rock in the ground. Okay, so there are different types of rocks that you can see here in the picture, like a purple, green, blue, and all of that. So that is the different layers or strata of rocks. Let's proceed to the next one. Since this will be part of our lesson, I would like to include this. Construction, it is the process of building something, typically a large structure. And the one that we use or one of the many materials that we use in our construction is a cement. I'm sure you know what is a cement, right? So cement, we can get a cement from sedimentary rocks that we will know later. Okay, next word, limestone. Limestone is a hard sedimentary rock composed mainly of calcium carbonate, or this calcium carbonate, we called it dolomite. It is used for building material and in making a cement. Okay, so this one, limestone, we can get this one, or we can use this to make a cement. And the last one is shale. Shale is a soft, finely stratified sedimentary rock formed by consolidated mud or clay and can be split easily into fragile slabs. So maybe I will show you what is shale rock look like. Okay, so this is a shale. Okay, wait, I will share this to you. I think the one I showed in the PowerPoint is a little bit, technically speaking, it doesn't show the, what is this? The correct picture of a shale. But this one is a shale. Look at this. You can see that there are layers, right? You can see that there are layers. Puti-san, if you're going to throw this rock on the ground, it means it will be split easily. Okay, it will be split easily. It's like there are sheets of rocks put together like that, no? So you can split this rock easily. Okay, so if you can find a rock like this, okay, okay, so it means it is slate or shale. Sorry, this is shale. Okay, so that's it. That is for our vocabulary words. I think we're done. So we'll proceed now to our quiz time. Now for our quiz time, there are words here. I think you know how to do it already. So I may request, this is like a word search. Put the words that you can see in a red box or red rectangle. Okay, so for an example, fossil, I will do it first, right? I will find the fossil first. The fossil is I will find the fossil first so that it will serve as an example. Wait, where's the fossil? Wait, is it fossil or fossils? Only fossil, right? It should be letter F here somewhere. Wait, me, I don't know where is it. I don't know where is it. F. Where's another letter F? Huh? Ah, here. Oh, no, not this one. Ah, there. Yeah, I get it. Fossil. All right, I got it. I already got it. Fossil. Am I correct? Is this the correct spelling of fossil? F-O-S-S-I-L. Okay. So this will serve as an example for you to follow. Fossil. Okay, right there. I will put here as well. All right. So we are now good to go. I gave you an example already. Who can find the word construction? Who can find? Yes, Pirapong, go ahead. Pirapong, go ahead. Construction. Okay, thank you. Let's proceed to the word rock strata. Who can find the word rock strata? Yes, Nataya, go ahead. Nataya, find the word rock strata. Okay, thank you. Well done for the rock strata. What about compaction? Who can find the word compaction? Don Rapon? Oh yeah. Oh, anybody who can find the word compaction? Yes, Don Rapon, go ahead. Okay. Compaction. All right. Thank you, Don Rapon. Thank you for your effort. I know it's very difficult to make a very long lines like that. Thank you, Don Rapon. Okay. All right. Perfect. So let's proceed to the next word. Shale. Who can find the word shale? Putisan. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Let's have Purama first. Purama, go ahead. Purama, go ahead. Nobody? Oh yeah, okay. Shell is done. What about the word deposition? Who can find the word deposition? Jinipa, go ahead. Deposition. Deposition. All right. Where is that? Dep. Yeah. Purama, can you find the word? Okay, there. Perfect. Deposition. All right. Deposition. Perfect. Good. Well done. Who wants to find or who can find first the word limestone? Yeah, we have Don Rapon again. Okay, go ahead, Don Rapon. Okay, done. Limestone. Perfect. Who can find the word sediments? Nataya, do you want to do? Let's give it to Jinipa this time. Jinipa, find the word sediments. Jinipa. Okay, so I will make it beautiful, Juniper. Thank you. Sediments. Perfect. All right, the next word here is weathering. Who can find the word weathering? Napichaya, go ahead. Weathering. Weathering is there, very simple. Yes, there. Correct. Well done. Weathering. Next, the last word we have here is the word erosion. Who can find the word erosion? Who can find the word erosion? Yes, Jinipa, go ahead. Erosion. Are you done? What is the word erosion? Are you done with the word erosion? Yes or no? Hello?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. Anybody who can find the word erosion? Yeah, we have Napichaya. Napichaya, go ahead. Okay. Oh, sorry, I turned off my camera. Oops. Where is that? Erosion. There, perfect. Thank you, Napichaya. Very good. Good job, everybody. Good job. Thank you for participating. Thank you, those people, or those students who are always participating in our class activities. Good job, everybody. Well done. Okay, and I hope that the other students who are not participating will participate next time. All right. So now we will proceed to sedimentary rock, our focus now. So we're going to watch this video. This is a very informative video about a sedimentary rock. and I will pause every now and then so that I will be able to explain carefully what is the video is talking about.
I was walking my dog on the beach when I noticed that the cliffs are made of horizontal stripes of rock. But what causes this? To understand this, we need to explain how sediments are formed and explain how sediments are turned into layers of new rocks. Existing rocks can be broken down into small pieces or sediments in a process called weathering. There are three main types of weathering.
Okay, so this one I told you, biological, right? Chemical, and let's see what's the other one.
Physical weathering is caused by temperature changes. For example, in freeze-thaw weathering, water gets into cracks in the rock. When the water freezes, it expands and forces the rock apart.
Okay, so I will explain. There are seasons, right? Here in Thailand, we don't experience winter, but in some countries they do. Now, what happened here is that when it rains, okay, when it rains, and then the water, of course, will be here. Okay, so there will be a water stuck on these very tiny holes of a rock. Now, what happened if it becomes if there will be a winter? This ice or this water will turn into ice, basically, right? We all know that. Now, what happened when the water becomes ice? It becomes solid, and the crack of a rock will become bigger. You understand? The crack of the rock will become bigger. And imagine, you can imagine the next year, the following year, there will be a lot more water that will come, and the crack will become even bigger. And after 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, then until the entire rock will be split into two. Okay, so that is the what is this? Physical weathering. Okay, physical weathering. I think I can provide some pictures here. Okay, yeah, I can give you some example of here. Look at this picture. Okay, so this is the process of the physical weathering. Water collects in a rock crack. Okay, then it becomes an ice. Okay, and then like this, it can divide the rock into two. And if you imagine, look at these things that you can see in the nature, it is evidently true. These are the proof that these physical changes actually happen. All right, look at this. See, it is because of physical weathering. All right, so let's go back to the PowerPoint now.
This happens many times, eventually breaking the rock. An example of chemical weathering is when acid rain reacts with substances in rocks. Even plants or animals can break up rocks. This is biological weathering. The sediments formed by weathering can be moved away by water, ice, wind, or gravity.
Okay, so this is another thing that I want you to understand. This is the transportation of these sediments. Okay, so what do you call these little things here? We called it, what do we call it? Anybody who can tell me what do we call these tiny things here? What do we call it?
Sediment.
Sediments. Okay, so these tiny sediments, I'm sure you can agree with me when I say, like, if there is a heavy rain, the little or the tiny topsoil, the tiny soils or sand will be carried in the water. Okay, it will be carried away in the water, and it will go to the river, to the bodies of water, then until to the ocean or to the river. Okay, so it is because of the water, ice, wind, and gravity. So these tiny sediments will be carried away or will be
The combined
transported.
process of weathering and transport is called erosion. Eventually, sediments settle in one place. For example, they may sink to the bottom of the sea. This is called deposition. More layers of sediment are deposited on top. Over millions of years, the weight of the layers of
Okay, so I will go back here a little bit. Now, when this sediment settle at the bottom of the ocean or the bodies of water, it will be like layers, okay? 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, and all of that. There will be like a massive sediment layer under the ocean. And what happened is that when you're going to put another one on top of this, if there will be what is this? If there will be some sediments that will be added on top of this layers, what will happen? This one will compact. Okay, it will become compact all the way from there. Okay, wait, somebody is messaging me. Okay, it's okay if you cannot turn on your camera. So it will be compacted, okay, because of the gravity, because of the weight that will be put on top of these layers. Okay, so I hope you understand that. Okay, and let's proceed.
years, the weight of the layers above compress the ones below, and they harden into sedimentary rock in a process called compaction. Sometimes another substance seeps between the sediments and hardens, sticking or cementing the sediments together. The whole process leads to the formation of horizontal layers of sedimentary rock. So, erosion breaks old rocks into small pieces and transports the sediments. These are deposited in layers and compacted into sedimentary rocks. This explains the stripy appearance of the cliffs at the beach. Each stripe is a layer of sedimentary rock.
Okay, so I hope you learned something from that explanation. As we all know, that there are three types of rocks: igneous rock, sedimentary rock, and a metamorphic rock. Now, Chuntida, how does an igneous rock, the one that we studied last week, how does it form? How does an igneous rock form? Do you have any idea? Chuntida, how does an igneous rock form? They are formed from? Yes? Igneous rock are formed from? Chuntida? I think Chuntida is having some problem. I will ask Faraday, number 31. How does an igneous rock form?
Form on land or underwater.
I will repeat. Igneous rock. How are they formed? They are formed from?
Teacher.
Yes?
It from magma
Okay.
is cooling.
Very good. When the magma cools down, very good. Thank you, Chuntida. So igneous rock is formed from magma, or it can be formed from lava, all right? The sedimentary rocks, on the other hand, are not from magma. They are actually formed from sediments, okay? These tiny bits of matter. It might be a sand, it might be mud, it might be tiny pieces of broken rocks. Okay, these are all what we call sediments, and they will be formed through the process of weathering and erosion. Okay, so I want you to open your book now. I think it is found in page 94, if I'm not mistaken. Page 94. Sedimentary rocks can be formed on land and underwater. I think this is the one that Paradi read earlier. Okay, so these sedimentary rocks are formed not only underwater, it can be formed as well on land. Okay, so but it will take millions of years. Okay, it is due to the wind. Okay, so these are the factors that affects the what is this formation of the sedimentary rocks. The wind, the water deposit many layers of sediments. Okay, sediments here, there's the word. The weight of sediments at the top. Okay, so if there are new sediments on top of previous sediments, then the beneath it's the layers of sediments will become compacted, it will become solid, it will become harder, and it will become a sedimentary rock. It says here the word is squeeze together. See, you can highlight that one. The sediments squeeze together to form a sedimentary rock. Okay, sediments squeeze together forming a sedimentary rocks. Okay, so sediments, it says here, I think I explained already what are sediments, but according to your book, sediments here can be a skeleton, or a skeleton means a bone of an animal. Okay, or it can be a small pieces of rocks. And as what I have said, it can be sand, it can be whatever, it can be a mud, it can be a soil, whatever. We can call it sediments. And when this go down at the bottom of the ocean, squeeze together, it will become a sedimentary rocks. Okay, so let's proceed here. This is found in page 94, still page 94. So look at this. I want you to examine some of these things here. There are three fishes, right? There are three fishes here, or three fish, but the other one, this one specifically died, and there are plants here as well, and the other one died. Okay, so when these sediments, the one that we can see here, these are all sediments, when it all goes down at the bottom of the ocean, trapping, they're going to trap this fish and this what is this? Plants and the water. It means these fossils from a fish, fossils from a plant will become fossils, and they will be preserved. Okay, they will be preserved uh, because of these sediments that will cover it. Okay, so that is the science of how a rock contains fossil. Okay, now I have a question. Maybe some of you have this question in mind as well. We study igneous rock already, right? Now I want to ask Nataya. Nataya, why there are no fossils in an igneous rock? Why there are no fossils in an igneous rock? What do you think?
There's no living things in magma or lava.
What do you think if you are going to kill teacher Edward and you're going to throw me in a volcano? What will happen to my body? What do you think, Nataya?
You burn.
I will burn, and what will happen to my bones? Will it become a fossil?
The shed.
No, right? My bones, my flesh will not be part of a igneous rock, because maybe I will become magma as well. What do you think? I will become like a magma, right? I'm not saying that I will become a magma man, but my bones will become a magma as well. Everything. Even if you're going to put anything there, because it's too hot, everything will melt, right? Everything will melt. Even if you put even what will happen if you put a sedimentary rock, you put it in a magma, the sedimentary rocks will become a magma as well, right? So that is why we cannot see any fossils in an igneous rock because everything will become a magma. It's too hot, okay, to contain a fossil. Thank you for that. Thank you, Nataya. Next, here, I want you to highlight some of these words, okay? These are very, very, very important. Okay, so if you can see a rock that has many layers, okay, then that is a sedimentary rock. These layers of rock are what we call the rock strata, okay? Rock strata. I think I show you already what is this? What are the rock strata? But I want to share this again to you. Here are the rock strata. You can see this? You can see? Can you see it? See? There are different colors and it is very, very clear that you can see the strata or layers of rocks. You see? Okay? Okay? Here? You can see a lot, or maybe if you are walking somewhere, okay, so they put a line here just to highlight the different rock strata or layers of rocks. You see? There's a different pictures that we can base on this. Okay, so strata, look at this. There are lines. These lines are layers of rocks. Okay, they are all sedimentary rocks. All right. Okay, this, even if it's like it's too old, this one, look at the rock strata. Wow, it is very clear and you can actually distinguish like its layers, right? You can count like how many layers there are. All right, so going back for our study here, I want you to highlight some of these sentences. We can also find fossils in sedimentary rocks. Okay, so I think no need for me to explain further what is a fossil. Okay, these are the remains of animals, not only animals, including plants as well. Okay, dead plants and animals. Okay, dead plants and animals who were trapped between the layers of sediments. So in this picture right here, what are the fossils that you can see? I cannot see it clearly on that PowerPoint, but I want to open your book on page 70 or 95. What are there on that particular rock? What can you see? Or what fossils we can see here? What are these? Are these from a plant or an animal? Supercrit? What can you see here in page 95? What fossils we can see there? It is a remain of what? A remain of a fish? Or a plant? Or what is it? Jirayu, what do you think?
Fish.
A fish. Oh my god. There is a bone of a fish that you can see here. Huh? Are you sure? You can see the fish here. What can you see in this picture? Fossil of? What are this? What are these things? Would you agree if I say that these are shells? Would you agree that these are shells? These are shells, right? So these are shells. This particular rock has a lot of shells on it. So the fossils there, it belongs, or shells are the fossils here. Okay, and some sediments also, they have different sizes of particles. Shale, okay, I want you to highlight this one because you will answer questions later on that might involve this sentence right there. Shale is formed from fine grains of rocks. Okay, so fine grains of rocks. And we use this one in, shale is used in making bricks and pottery. Okay, and we can also use We can crush the shale into small pieces and use them to make a cement. Okay, we use cement in construction. Okay, so I think you know what is a cement, right? Anybody here don't know what is a cement? Anybody here? Oh, you don't know what is a cement, huh? Okay, so I will just show you here a picture of a cement then. Cement is the one you can see here. There. Do you know what that is? How do you call that in Thai? What do you call this thing in Thai?
ปูนซีเมนต์
All right. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so these are the uses of shale. Now let's proceed to the next one. Here we have a sandstone. Okay, this sandstone is formed from a large grains. Okay, so sandstone, where is the sandstone? Okay, there, that is the sandstone, right? So these sandstone are formed from large grains of rock. Some structures in nature are made of sandstone. If you can still remember the natural rock formation that I showed you 2 lessons last week, Monday last week, you can see that there are different rock formations, and many of those are made up of sandstone. Okay, some structures in nature are made of sandstone. Okay, this is in Arcs National Park, USA. So that is a picture of a sandstone. The next one here is limestone. Okay, so limestone, and it has different sizes. Some have fine grains. Okay, some have fine grains, some have large grains also. So you cannot say that that is not a limestone because it has fine or large grains, because it can be both. Or yeah, some limestone have fine grains, some have large grains. It can form when layers of rock pieces and shells of sea creatures, okay, sea creatures are squeezed together. Okay, so these sea creatures, and I want you to highlight this one as well. Limestone can also be formed when calcium carbonate in the water precipitates. Okay, and the same thing, if we're going to crush a limestone and mix it with other substances, we can make a cement. The same thing with shale. All right. So I think we're done with our discussion. If you have any question, now is the best time for you to ask me. Now is the best time for you to ask me if you have any questions. None? Okay, and I think it's about time as well that we're going to proceed to our practice time. So I want you to take a look at here. Read the statements below. If it is false, remember, if it is false, rewrite the statement to make it true. Okay, this one, I don't want you, this is not found in your book, you understand? Not found in your book. Are we going to copy this on our notebook, Teacher Edward? No. Are you going to copy it on your notebook? No. I want you to turn on your microphone and I want you to answer it along with your classmates. Okay? Is that clear? Now here, if it is false, we're going to make the sentence correct. If it is correct, no need to do anything. Okay? So the first sentence here is sandstone has a fine grains while shale has a large grains. What do you think is the correct answer? Is this true or false? Turn on your microphone. If nobody will turn on their microphone, then I will let you answer this or copy this in your notebook. Do you want that? Yes, number 14, what do you think? Is this true or false? Sentence letter A.
false.
False. So how can we make this one true?
I don't know.
Don't have large grain.
I'm sorry again? I'm sorry, can you say it again? Can you say it again, please?
Sandstone has large grain, while shales has fine grains.
Perfect, perfect. Sandstone has large grains while shale has fine grains. Perfect. Thank you. Next sentence, sentence B. Limestone can form by the precipitation of calcium carbonate in water. True or false? True or false? If it is true, no need to change anything. True or false?
True.
True. All right. So since it is true, no need to change. So let's proceed to letter C. Sedimentary rocks can be found only underwater. True or false?
False.
False. What is the correct sentence here? Anybody? Number 32. Do you want to answer? Yeah. What makes it false? Come on. Go ahead. Anybody? Yes, Pirapong.
Sedimentary rocks can be found on land and underwater.
Very good. Very good. Sedimentary rocks can be found on land and underwater. Okay, thank you. What about letter D? The strata of sedimentary rocks are layers of rock pieces and dead plants and animals. True or false? True or false? The correct answer is? Come on. The correct answer is true or false? Correct answer here is true. All right. So I want you to open your book, page 97, and I want you to answer this. In your book, page 97. And while you are doing that, I will try to check your attendance. Okay, I think 1 minute is enough. May I request also, if I will call your name, to please say present if I will call your name. All right? If I will call your name, please say present. All right. Number 8, Nat Chanan, are you here? Nat Chanan? Number 27, Jirapat, are you here, Jirapat? Wiripon, number 37, are you here? Okay, so we have, I think, 3 people who didn't say present, so it means there are 3 absent for today. Okay, so let's answer. Are you guys done answering? Yes or yes? Are you done answering? Yes or yes? Hello, Nataya, are you done?
Yes.
Okay, so let's check now. This rock can be formed by the precipitation of calcium carbonate in the water. What do you think is the answer, Jirayu? What's your answer?
Limestone.
Limestone is Correct. Very good, Jirayu. Next question. This rock is made of fine rock particles and can be used to make pottery. What is your answer? Don Raporn. What do you think is your answer? Or I mean, what is your answer? Don Raporn?
Shale.
Shale. Correct. Good job, everybody. Good job. So, I will take a picture right here. Maybe I will forget later. 1, 2, 3, smile. Smile, Nataya, smile. Look at the camera and smile. 1, 2, 3, smile. Oh, there. Okay, good, good. Yes?
Tirapat was disconnect.
What number?
27.
Okay, 27. Okay, so I will try to check that one later. Wait. Okay. So, all right. So, good job to those who got 2/2. I think all of you got this correct, right? So, good job, everybody. That's all for today's online learning. Let's have a quick review. These are the vocabulary words that we learned for today: sediments, deposition, weathering, erosion, compaction, fossils, rock strata, construction, limestone, and shale. I hope that you learned something for today, and we are going to see each other again on Wednesday. If you want to watch the video again in YouTube, you can search Sedimentary Rock Song or forming sedimentary rocks. All right. And safety alert, please stay safe because there's a lot of like 12,000, 11,000 almost every day are getting infected with COVID-19. So until all of us will have vaccine, then we should observe all these COVID protocols. Okay. So that concludes our lesson for this afternoon. Do not go away yet, but I will stop the recording right here.